left 20 years ago in the early spring, before I understood why she left. I understood it eventually, but at 32 I was the bereft version of myself who didn't see what she saw. She saw something I couldn't see yet, about who I was going to become. And she left for the honest flaw of the person I was, not the person I would be. The woman who left 20 years ago was right to leave when she left. The woman who left 20 years ago was right about the bereft. Particular version that I was at 32. The woman who left 20 years ago was the most honest person I've known. The woman who left 20 years ago left because she'd outgrown the particular version I was stuck in, and she couldn't wait for the becoming. The woman who left 20 years ago was the most particular kind of summing up of who I was before who I became. The woman who left 20 years ago was the most particular kind of claim on the honest. She moved to another city. I heard she's there still. Made something particular of her life, the particular kind of will. She always had that I was too slow for it. 32. The woman who left 20 years ago knew more about me than I knew then about myself. The woman who left 20 years ago, I've been grateful to for the leaving. The woman who left 20 years ago was the most particular kind of believing in the actual over the hopeful. The woman who left 20 years ago was the most honest person I've known. The woman who left 20 years ago left because she'd outgrown. At 52 I understand everything she saw. At 32 that she couldn't explain. The woman who left 20 years ago was seeing the particular rain before it arrived, before I could see it. The woman who left 20 years ago was the most particular kind of credit to the truth, even when the truth was leaving. The woman who left 20 years ago was the most particular kind of believing in herself brave enough to go. The woman who left 20 years ago did the right thing. I know that now. I knew it eventually. I'm grateful for the leaving, which was the honest thing.
I kept it in the drawer beside the window, the one where all the broken things would go. A photograph of you in someone's garden, somewhere I've never been and I'll never know. You're laughing at whoever held the camera. Your hair is doing something in the wind. I used to take it out on Sunday mornings and put it back before I could begin. The photograph I burned on a cold November night, tried to make the ending feel a little more like right. The smoke rose up like something into the winter sky. The photograph I burned, but I still see you every time I close my eyes. The ashes in the sink were disappointing. I thought it would feel bigger than it did. I ran the water till they all went somewhere, the way we run from everything we did. I made some coffee, stood there at the window. The street below was ordinary gray. Turns out burning photographs means nothing when the memory refuses to obey. The photograph I burned on a cold November night, tried to make the ending feel a little more like right. The smoke rose up like something into the winter sky. The photograph I burned, but I still see you every time I close my eyes. They say that letting go is just a practice, a thing you do and then you do again. I've gotten good at all the empty gestures, but I haven't figured out the feeling yet. There are things you do to try to close a door that just leave you standing never really cease. The photograph I burn is what I have left. The smoke and the winter, the drawer and the theft of forgetting. They played an old song in a bar I didn't know, somewhere in a city I was passing through. I stopped at the doorway for the particular reason of the song and what it used to mean for you. I went in and sat at the bar for the length of it, the way you do when a song requires you. The bartender didn't ask what I was doing. She seemed to understand the sitting through. Old songs in new places do a particular kind of archaeology. They dig up what you put down years before with their specific and personal topology. Old songs in new places find you when you least expect the finding. Old songs in new places are the most particular kind of reminding that the years that you've accumulated are yours and living in the music all along. Old songs in new places are the proof the past is strong, enough to travel with you into the unfamiliar. Old songs in new places are the most particular. The song that played was one from a specific summer, the summer of a person and a city I knew well. I sat at the bar in the unfamiliar city, and that summer came back in its particular smell of the air in the particular apartment, of the thing we had that summer and let go. Old songs in new places are the things that still know what the years have tried to file away. Old songs in new places know exactly where to find you. Old songs in new places know exactly how to remind you of the years you thought were settled, of the things you thought were done. Old songs in new places undo everything at once. Old songs in new places find you when you least expect to find it. Old songs in new places are the most particular kind of reminding. I sat through the whole song and ordered another, and let the summer do what summers do when they come back through the particular music into a bar in a city you're just passing through. The song ended and the bar returned to normal. The bartender refilled without my asking. Old songs in new places are done when the song is done. And the summer goes back to wherever summers go between the years. Old songs in new places still find me after all these years. Old songs in new places still finding me in bars I don't know, in cities passing through. In the middle of the ordinary, there you are. The last bus home runs at midnight, and I've taken it more times than I can say. The familiar route through the sleeping city, the familiar faces doing the same delay. There's a particular kind of person on the last bus, the ones who stayed too long at wherever they were. All of us tired in our different kinds of tired, each with our own particular blur. The last bus home is the city saying goodnight. The last bus home is the end of whatever tonight was made of. The particular evening that led to this particular bus. The last bus home is a kind of democratic trust in the shared return of the individual, the everyone going back to their own particular. The last bus home is the city in its spectacular. I've had conversations on the last bus sometimes, the late hour making people briefly open. A woman with a birthday badge still on her, a man with a guitar case and nothing spoken. I've watched the city from the top deck of the last bus, at angles I don't get in the ordinary day. The rooftops and the trees and the lit windows, and the city giving itself away. The last bus home is the city saying goodnight. The last bus home is the end of whatever tonight was made of. The particular evening that led to this particular bus. The last bus home is a kind of democratic trust. One evening a stranger fell asleep beside me. I moved slightly give them more of the seat. They woke up at their stop, looking briefly startled, and left without a word into the street. And I thought about the trust of falling asleep beside a stranger on the last bus home. The particular city we make between us when we share the route back to alone. The last bus home is where the city becomes human. The last bus home is where the illumined fact of people sharing space occurs without the pretense of the daytime versions. The last bus home is the realest of diversions. The last bus home, my stop coming up, standing now, the city outside the window. Good night. Good night.
The new year lands differently at 52 than it did at 30 or at 40 even. The countdowns have a different kind of weight when you have more of them behind you than ahead in. The particular arithmetic of the years. The new year at this age is more deliberate. The new year at this age is the particular choice of what to carry forward and to limit in the carrying. The new year at this age is the most considered kind of beginning. The new year at this age is the most particular kind of winning, of the permission to put things down that don't deserve the carrying. The new year at this age is not the loud kind of beginning. The new year at this age is the quiet kind of winning, back to things worth keeping and the setting down of the things that aren't. This age is the most deliberate kind of aunt. Gonna carry any more of the things that used to come along by habit. The new year at this age is the most particular kind of rabbit, pulled from the hat of the years, being chosen deliberately. I sat at this bar on the first Thursday of January and felt the particular quality of the new year at this age. Not the electric particular kind of clear, that the having done enough New Year's delivers, the having been through enough to know the new year at this age is the most particular kind of show. Of the chosen, of the actual resolution, the new year at this age requires the most particular solution. The new year at this age is the most considered contribution to the actual. The new year at this age is not the loud kind of beginning. The new year at this age is the quiet kind of winning. At 30 the new year was the whole year, stretching ahead in the particular promise. At 52 the new year is the first Thursday, the actual first deliberate kind of honest beginning of the 12 months of the actual. The new year at this age is the most factual version of the new year, because I know what comes with the year. I know the cost and the particular gift. The new year at this age is the most clear. The new year at this age. January Thursday, the bar, the particular drink, the deliberate beginning of the year I'm gonna live on purpose.
Everything I know about love, I learned the expensive way, by getting it wrong in the particular ways you do, by being too much and too little and too sideways, and by finally being the right amount for you. I learned that love is not the grand gestures mostly, though the grand gestures have their own occasion. I learned that love is the showing up on Tuesdays, when Tuesday is its own particular persuasion. Everything I know about love took me half my life to figure. Everything I know about love has its own particular rigor. The early version and the later version, and the version I'm still learning now. Everything I know about love is everything, and somehow not enough yet, still more to know. Everything I know about love still has somewhere to go. I know that love requires the saying of the hard things, and the patience for the hard things said back to you. I know it requires the particular Tuesday showing up, and the waking up and choosing it anew. I know it lives in the ordinary, between the extraordinary, in the coffee made and set down without asking, in the noticing when the other one is struggling, and in the not requiring masking. Everything I know about love took me half my life to figure. Everything I know about love has its own particular rigor. The early version and the later version, and the version I'm still learning now. Everything I know about love is everything, and somehow what I know about love now that I didn't before is that it isn't something that arrives complete. It's something that you build and keep on building in the years of the particular concrete of the daily and the choosing and the growing toward each other and away and back. Everything I know about love is still on track, for the knowing that's ahead of me, the understanding that the years will bring. Everything I know about love is the beginning of the thing. Everything I know about love is what I know today. Everything I know about love is learning how to stay inside the difficulty and the ordinary, inside the beautiful and the hard to hold. Everything I know about love is everything I've been told by the living of it, which is the only teacher. Everything I know about love has made me something closer to myself than I was before.
The bar looks different at 50 than it did at 30. Not the bar itself, which hasn't changed its bones. The bar looks different because the person looking has accumulated 20 years of the particular tones of the light and the people and the particular hour, and brings all 20 years to the seeing of the room. The bar at 50 looks the same as the bar at 30, but carries 20 years of different bloom. How the bar looks at 50 is the bar through 20 more years of the living. How the bar looks at 50 is the bar through 20 years of the giving and the taking, of the hours at the bar. How the bar looks at 50 is the richest version of the looking how the bar looks at 50. Is the most specific kind of booking of the particular with the accumulated. The bar I see at 50 has the depth of everything I've been and done inside it. Every particular breath at this particular counter, in this particular light. How the bar looks at 50 is the most particular sight I've had in here in 20 years of having it. At 30 the bar looked like a possibility, a place where things might happen if I stayed. At 50 the bar looks like what it actually is, a room where the particular life is made. In the Thursday, and the regular, and the known. At 50 the bar looks like the thing it is, not the pretext, but the home of the actual. How the bar looks at 50 is the real version. How the bar looks at 50 is the bar without the diversion of the what might happen, just the what is. Oh, how the bar looks at 50 is the richest version of the looking. How the bar looks at 50 is the most specific kind of booking. I've been trying to describe the difference in the seeing of the room at 50 versus 30. It's not better or worse, it's more and more clearly just what it is, which turns out to be everything. How the bar looks at 50 is the most complete kind of seeing that 20 years of coming here delivers. How the bar looks at 50 is the bar at its most full. How the bar looks at 50. How the bar looks at 50 is worth the pull of the 20 years of Thursdays that it took to see it this clearly. How the bar looks at 50 like home, like the real thing, like 20 years of exactly this, of exactly right. The walk home at 50 is different from the one at 30. Not slower necessarily, more deliberate, more aware of the particular streets in the particular dark, more particular about the particular quality of the night air. The walk home at 30 was just the getting there. The walk home at 50 is the evening's last gift before the door and the dawn. The walk home at 50 is the most particular kind of transition. The walk home at 50 has its own particular mission of the bringing it home, of the particular night, into the particular quiet. The walk home at 50 is worth more than the walk home at 30. The walk home at 50 has the particular kind of study, knowing of what the night was and what the walk home means at the end of it. The walk home at 50 is the most worth the attending to. Of all the walks home I've had in the decades of the walks home, I noticed things on the walk home at 50 that I didn't notice on the walk home at 30. The particular light from the particular window, the sound of the city at its particular 30. Something past the bars closing, the particular air of the post-bar street. The walk home at 50 is its own kind of beat that I've learned to hear. The walk home at 50 is 20 years of the particular streets. The walk home at 50 is 20 years of the particular beats of the city going home at the particular hour. The walk home at 50 is worth more than the walk home. Kind of sturdy. Oh, the walk home at 50 is the code of the evening. The walk home at 50 is the particular kind of leaving that brings you to yourself between the bar and the home. The walk home at 50 never really alone. It's with the years, it's with the particular Thursday. The walk home at 50 is always the best way to end the evening. The walk home at 50, the particular street, a particular light, a particular home at the end of the particular night, worth every year it took to be here.
After midnight, the conversations go different. The things you say are less defended here. This hour has a kind of permission for truth that disappears when daylight reappears. I've said things at this table, at this hour, that I would never say in rooms with lights. Things about my father and my failures, things that only surface on these kinds of nights. The night has its own language, its own rules for what we say. The night has its own language. When the careful world's away, the words come out less guarded, the feeling's more precise. The night has its own language, and it always tells the price. There was a woman here about a year ago. We talked for 3 hours straight until they closed. She told me about her sister and her traveling. I told her things I'd kept behind the most. We swapped numbers in the way that people do. When the hour has made them feel like they are friends, and never called because the morning came, and the night's language always ends. The night has its own language, its own rules for what we say. The night has its own language. When the careful world's away, the words come out less guarded, the feeling's more precise. The night has its own language, and it always tells the price. Think about that woman on late nights like this, the particular honesty of what we said. Two strangers talking in the night's own language, before we went back to our daylight selves instead. There's a cost to being honest in the darkness. When the morning comes and takes the cover back, you carry what you said into the regular hours, and the regular hours don't know how to hold that. The night has its own language, spoken here at the end of things. The night has its own language, and the truth it always brings can't be taken back when morning comes, can't be put back where it was. The night has its own language, and it knows because its own language. And I'm fluent now, learning it cost me something, but I know it now.
There was a day I noticed something different. in the way my father moved across the room. Not slow exactly, but with more consideration, as if each step required more of him than room. My mother asked me to open the jar 3 times,